Yeah, I'm Peter, and the acting director for the Center for Disability Studies and Advocacy, that's CEDSA EOG. And like you've seen on the screen, inclusivity is our goal. And the aim of this presentation is just to let us know how University of Ghana has always ensured the provision and promotion of equal opportunities for all students and staff. The Center for Disability Studies and Advocacy actually is aimed to be a collaborative sort of hub designed to unite academicians, professionals, policymakers, and scholars to facilitate the insights and experiences towards advancing disability studies and global rehabilitation efforts. In line with our UG strategic plan, CEDSA actually focuses on life-changing educational experience with impacting research through sustainable engagement and partnerships. What's our mission? That's to empower individuals with disabilities by advocating for an enabling sort of environment to help shape a future where this diversity and accessibility reign supreme. We have the vision to achieve a global impact through innovative research, teaching and learning in an inclusive society where all individuals with disabilities are fully valued and empowered. We have a few objectives, just 4 very top-notch objectives: to conduct research and promote awareness on disability issues, to advocate for policy changes and disability rights, to provide education and training on inclusive practices, and to offer comprehensive support and rehabilitation services. Now, we have student services, and this is one of the 4 areas that CEDSA functions. Because apart from research, apart from advocacy and engagement, community engagement, and then we also have student services, as I mentioned earlier on. What do we do when it comes to student services? We are concerned in ensuring that every student, especially those we deal with, those with any form of disabilities, we support them in their admission processes. Because on the admission forms, you'll be asked whether you have any form of disability so that you disclose that. So at the end of all the completion of these forms, we receive the numbers of people who have indicated, or students, prospective students who have indicated that they have some form of disability. So these are the people we arrange and actually meet and go have a form of interview with them, including all the areas, the courses that they've chosen. We have representatives from the schools or departments, and then we take them through 1 or 2 things to assess their level of disability. When these students are picked, that is picked, enrolled to the University of Ghana, we ask them to come to this center, which is CEDSA, to register. And when they are coming to register, they come with their admission letters, they come with their proof of registration, they come with a passport size photograph, and a medical report that indicates that they have a particular form of disability. And then we also arrange for special medical examination for admitted students, because not all students actually disclose their form of disability. But at the end of the day, when they are admitted, we tend to, when we tend to find out, we also organize this special medical examination to also confirm what is actually happening with them. Everything I said is for freshers, it's for fresh students, but continuing students need to register every year when they come back to school. This is also to help us keep records of students with disability. What do we do at CEDSA? Students' accommodation, we facilitate this. And it's good to know that University of Ghana actually tries to accommodate every student who has any form of disability. But this, we do facilitate this. And we also do orientation and mobility training, where the center gives white canes, especially to all those who are visually impaired. And we carry out this, should I say, orientation. We let them know where the routes and the sort of safety procedures on campus. So we carry out all these things to help them to navigate safely on campus. So over here, you can see some figures that we've been working with. And I have about 5 years from 2019-20 academic year, 2020-21, 2021-22, 22-23, and 23-24. You can see that we have just a few, should I say, we've identified a few areas where we find students to have a form of disability. And we look at blind, low vision, physical, deaf, hard of hearing, and medical. And you can see the figures. For instance, last year, 2023-24, we had 158 sort of students with disability. And the year before that, 227, and it goes down 183, 145, and 97 was in 2019 and 2020. So we're dealing with very huge numbers. And at the center, we have resource staff. These are professionally trained staff in special education who assist or help these students. For example, we have those for visual, those who disabilities are related to vision. They help students to convert text to readable materials, and also for students who are visually impaired to be able to read. And they also help in transcription. They transcribe examination braille materials to readable materials for lecturers to be able to read. And we also support visually impaired students when writing their examinations. When it comes to those with hearing impaired, we support those with hearing impairment too, and each student attends lectures with our 2 resource persons. One take the notes whilst the other sign the language to them to also follow what the lecturer is saying. So these are just a few of the assistance we give to the hearing and those with visual impairment. We also have the assistive technology lab that is just down the IT and this is where students with a disability, they take their examinations over there, and then those with visual impaired also are trained on how to use the IT. And then also, depending on the kind of disability one has, we have other equipment, assistive technology, that also are in the lab. For example, we have computers with screen readers. We also have magnifiers for low vision students. And we have the Perkins and Buzzer also, which converts text to braille for students to be able to read, and braille frames made students, help also students to actually write. So you can see a picture here. We have the current president for the Student with Special Needs Association, their president, and then the PRO sitting there using these modified or special ATs to also browse the computer. We have scholarships. You know, for example, we have this Kimati and Partners. It's a law firm that gives all fresh students who register with the center, they give them book allowance, which is very great. And the center also, we do facilitate bursary and then school fees from the Ghana Scholarship Secretariat for all registered students. All other, they also qualify for all other sort of scholarships. For instance, recently we had to go to the Secretariat and plead with them to have some cover notes to help our students register, because it was getting too late and registration time was also getting past. So we have to go there. Unfortunately, we're able to do that, and we hope we will continue working with them. So this is all what we have for you from the Center for Disability Studies and Advocacy, that's CEDSA. And we are there to help our students with disability to be able to attain their maximum potential. And that is UG. We leave no one out. Thank you.